thunderstorm. It's let up for a second. I'm under here and still getting wet. I got a couple of the beds planted, different soil. I got notes as to which bed has which soil and planted the identical things in them. A couple different varieties of carrots, rainbow carrots and rainbow beets. Grew them last year, they did awesome. The only thing this year is we have better dirt for them. I'm gonna get on the four-wheeler, ride up to the upper pond. The water should be flowing through the swale and see where the water's going. Now's the time to do it for sure. I don't know how much you guys can, I'm already soaking wet. A lot of water standing. That's not good at all. That's really bad right there. Underwater with your eyes open, and then across there, and then this one here is running in right there, so they're all working. I need wiper blades for my eyes. See, that's not good. That 2 into 1, that one pipe's not enough for those 2 drains, because this drain comes off of this roof and this drain comes off of that roof. I think the simple solution is just to divide them up and not even trench, just let one go out here. This ground is really soft and gooey. And we got water tearing in, so you can see the, I don't know, I keep saying you can see, I don't know if you guys can see or not. The downspouts right there, plus it's just ripping off the edge. Once we have grass planted, that'll really slow this down. There's a lot of material running into the lake right now, into the ponds. Let up a little bit. I think you guys can probably tell. About end of the day right now. It's right about 8 o'clock. So these beds here, I got beets and, oh, it washed some of them up. No, I did drop a couple. I remember seeing them. So right there, let's just push that little guy in. 1, 2, 3. Pinch poke. And then I put sweet potatoes here. Same way as last year. In this one, I put the Miracle-Gro garden soil on the bottom, which looks to mostly be like mulch for the most part, like wood fiber. That's on the bottom, taking up space. And then I've got 3 cubic feet of the Fox Farms ocean soil, ocean forest right here on the top. And while we're out here, I don't know, can you see? It's fucking stuck to me. I am as wet as if I had jumped in the pond right now. We got water standing lots of places, like pooling here. We just need to cut a trench. Really just cut a trench, put gravel in it, and the water will migrate through the gravel, at least for a while, until it fills up with soil. You can see we're getting wet in here because it's coming underneath. So we just need to cut some gutters or gullies or something for the water to migrate through. And then this is just old kale from last year. I've just been cutting it off and feeding it to the rabbits. Old lettuce, old cabbage, head cabbage. It started to head up and then it kind of ran. You can see here's a head that had actually closed up a couple months ago. It's dead now. More lettuce, rainbow shard, rosemary. I'm probably in about 6 inches of water right here. All this cardboard stacked up. And then beets. I've got beets right here. There's a beet right there. And pull a carrot. Would a hole saw, a core saw do that?
Yeah, you don't have a 4-inch, so.
Nothing big enough?
Yeah, and I just took all my shit home last night. So this works though.
What's this called?
Bulkhead.
Bulkhead.
I kind of like those uniseals.
Do you?
I mean, for places where you can't get on the other side. I mean, they are kind of a pain in the ass. I always just bevel the end of my PVC.
Pipe? Oh yeah.
Just give it a little bit of bevel and then all kinds of dish soap.
What am I smelling? That cement stuff there?
Yeah.
I thought I'm like, man, that smells.
And then I just put a board on the end of the pipe, you know, and hit it with a fucking hammer.
Got it.
Right in there.
It's muddy. Muddy, muddy, muddy. Slick. Slippery. That one was there. This one was not there. We used to buy these hoses for like 45 bucks at Walmart. They'd have 100 footers and 50 footers, and now they don't have them anymore.
If they did, they'd be twice the price.
It's still, it'd even be worth it at that price, but we've bought a ton of hoses, man. They just don't hold. Like, these things will hold years out, and they get so hot though. On a hot summer day, you got to open. You can't have the valve closed. You'll come out and it'll be fucking have a 12-inch split inside them.
Really?
Yep. What's up, guys? Thursday. It's about 6 o'clock. Everybody's gone home for the day. I'm going to drag this hose out here, and then I'm going to drain those IBC totes that are full of algae water. I'm going to run this hose out here because I think the algae will stain the gravel. If nothing else, it'll leave a slippery, slimy mess. So I'm gonna run that water over here by the fruit trees. I think I am anyways. I don't know if I've got enough hose without going to get more right now. But I think this is a 100-foot hose right here. We used to buy these at Walmart for about 50 bucks. It was a great hose. We've used them all over the property for years. They last years unless you run over them with a tractor, or if you have an animal that chews them up, that's a problem. So you can no longer, we haven't seen them for a couple years at Walmart. I used to buy a few extras whenever I saw them. So I'm not sure about a really good hose now. These had a lifetime warranty on them. Spearco has some hose he raves about. I'll have to check those out. But I'm going to turn the system off. Well, turn the pump off. The fish will stay aerated up top, and then I'll drain these one at a time. Here's a little bit of duckweed I've got in here. I'll drain these one at a time, put fresh water back in them, keep the air stones running, And the air stone, the bubblers, we've got 4 big air stones in each tank, and that will dissipate any chlorine really quickly. And then we'll turn the system back on tomorrow, and this dirty water here will mix with the 1,800 gallons of fresh water and dilute it out. That's my plan anyways. We might end up having to pump twice, but that is the immediate quick fix for this. Come here. Come here. Come here, up. He's about my height. He's not standing all the way up right there yet. Hellos. Now I got the phone out, he'll go down. I won't get a picture of him. See? Come here, boy. Come here, smelly cat. Come here, up. Come here. Come here. Come here. Up, come on, up. Okay, I really don't have time for this. What's up, guys? Friday. It's probably about 7 o'clock. Got just a little bit of daylight left. Just up top. Haven't been up here really today. Tim seeded all of the raw dirt. Well, seeded what's under the mats, I think. I don't think the rest of it's been seeded yet. We ran out of mats. So what you do is you put the seed down, and then you spread this mat that has a little straw, and then you water it, or it rains on it, and it holds moisture. So I'm not sure how the dog is going to do here. He likes to grab onto tarps and hoses and stuff, so hopefully he doesn't get a hold of this stuff and pull it up, or, you know, cause any damage or misplacement of it. But I don't know. Like, just walking on it, I trip on this stuff. It's pinned down, but you know, it sticks up in places. So really the best thing to do is just don't walk on it for, you know, a couple weeks, a month, till the grass really gets going. It'll be a few days until, see if he makes it down this. It'll be a few days and you'll start to see sprouts pop up here. So I don't know if you guys have seen this in a video yet or not. I know we've shown it on Facebook and Instagram and the other social media stuff, but I don't know if it's made it into a video or not. So this is the little pond that was literally from like here over, and now it's all the way over there. And then it's considerably deeper, has a hydrant, so we'll be able to just open the hydrant and pull water from there. That's pipe coming up, that removes, so if the water level got lower, we could lower that if need be. And then a bunch of dirt work's been done here. So the culvert comes out right over here, so that keeps the from overflowing and doing any erosion stuff problems. And then over here, this swale here, this berm, any water that comes this way gets captured and diverted in. And then everything coming off of this hill does the same. From about here over, it runs in right here. And when we start seeing any, when we really get an idea where the water flow is, we'll put some rock in there to prevent any erosion. And then up here, same thing. All the way from that corner, anything coming off of this hill comes in here, captures on this swale here, this berm, and runs across. And it is actually uphill there, downhill there. So all of this area filters right into the pond. And then in addition to that, everything over here that comes off of the rabbit shed roof now has, the rabbit shed roof now has gutters, and the gutter comes here and falls into this tank, fills the tank, and then the tank pulls out of here when it overflows it'll have a pipe that comes in and it gets trenched into the pond also. So all of the water catchment off of the roof here will also fill into the pond. Now that's only 600 square feet as opposed to 10,000 square feet on the building, which fills the back pond. But it's more than we've ever had going into that pond, so every bit helps. Today, I don't know where this wiggle wire keeps coming from. I keep moving this stuff. Well, I keep picking it up. Today, I got some more feeders put on the cages that didn't have them. I've been bowl feeding. Added some water bottles in places because I'd been water bottle feeding. It's stuff I've had and I just haven't taken 10 minutes to do it, but it just makes the day easier. Anything we can automate or remove steps to just makes everything work better. Really, I need to put a water buckets up top and use fill lines. I've just kind of not done that because if you have a clog or something, you don't realize it until the rabbit shows a problem. So I started putting these feeders in, and this cage, this is a homemade cage. We didn't make it. I got it from somebody with some rabbits, but the screening's different. So the J-clips didn't work well. So to put, this is the only place the feeder will fit, which means I had to move the water bottle. In moving the water bottle, it puts the cage in a manner that the latch didn't work. So I then had to move the latch. Well, the J-clips I had didn't fit around two pieces of wire like this, because they don't just butt up against each other, they actually overlap each other. So I came up here when what should have taken 5 minutes took me almost an hour to get it finished, which leads me to, when we come through the gates a lot of times, I'm always very adamant about wrap that chain. And I know guys are like, why? We're just coming back out of here. Well, that's exactly why, because when you deviate from what is normal, when you deviate from your standard procedure, emergencies dictate deviation, obviously. But when you deviate, and I left that gate open while I'm up here diverted, messing with a cage for an hour, a dog could have pushed against the gate and been out. And the problem with that is the Pyrenees dogs, they like to wander. And they could easily wander right over during the day when the gates are open and get right on that road. And since I've lived here, I've seen dozens of dogs dead on this couple mile stretch of highway, and we've lost 2 ourselves. That's why we moved the dogs here before we even occupied the property. We moved the dogs from the other property to here because we were able to contain them better here. So that's what's going on tonight, Friday night. Tomorrow we head to outside of Nashville to the Rogue Food Conference. Joel Salatin's going to be there. Ken Berry's going to be there. Nicole's speaking there. So that's really what we're going for, is to see Nicole speak. But excited. So we'll take some video there and tell you guys a little bit more about Rogue Food. 4:30 Saturday morning. What's up, guys? Heading to Rogue Food Conference. Did the animals last night pretty late, and just gonna top everything off, make sure there's no issues up here. I don't know if you can see that moon up there, little fingernail sliver of a moon. It's pretty neat looking with the fog around it. Dogs, hello. Did I wake you? What were you doing asleep? No no nonsense going on up here, huh? You've kept all the predators at bay. Grass is super wet, a lot of fog. I'll bet we're actually starting to get some little bit of catchment off of this roof with the fog. Just come up here, let there be light, blind everybody real quick here. I just need to oh, there goes a toad. I've never seen a toad up here. I don't doubt that they're here. I've just never seen one up here with the with the dogs. So can't really I'm gonna turn this off and just get chores done so I can get inside and get a shower. Hope everybody has a good day. My biggest concern right now, my biggest frustration for the day, unless something unforeseen happens, my biggest concern right now is what shoes to wear. We're going to a conference, but Nicole said it might be outside, muddy, seeing, some of the grow spaces and things. So bring boots. And I hate wearing muck boots. So my concern is which shoes to wear. bring the poop shoes or the not as dirty shoes. This dog, everywhere I move, he keeps following me around and he's licking my hand as I move because he wants me to pet him. This way, this way. You're too big to walk in. You can't walk in a circle, can you? Silly thing. Just real quick, rabbits like pine cones, so we pick pine cones up off the ground and give them to them. But right now, for some reason, they're not really eating the pine cones. I don't know if they just don't like the way they taste right now, or they've just got a ton of other stuff. You can see they didn't eat, they ate the top off that old carrot, but they didn't really eat the carrot. But did you see how the pine cones were in the bowl? The rabbits keep doing that. I take them out of the bowl, feed them, and then I come back, and the rabbits have put the pine cones back in the bowl. So I don't know why they're doing that. I just thought it was kind of cute, although maybe there's something else to it. I just gave these rabbits this feeder, and the hopper's full, but the feeder tray was empty. So I'm gonna go ahead and put them back to a bowl for the day until I get that figured out. Just make sure they have plenty of food for the day. This one here, she'll be fine with just that. These guys top them. So that's it.